Hello, everybody. Joe Snuffy here. About a couple of months ago, I saw all these personal air conditioners, or the little personal air conditioners that they've been selling for like $50 on Amazon, and they are actually pretty much swamp coolers. And I thought that was good. That would be pretty cool, but I don't know if it was worth it to give it a shot to try and make one. I looked into what they were doing, and they were actually just using absorbent material to soak the water up. And I was like, I know I've seen some swamp coolers before, and I know that the water doesn't get absorbed up into any paper and stuff like that for the evaporation. It actually trickles down, something that spreads out the surface area. So after watching Major Hardware on YouTube, he made basically a cooling tower by 3D printing it and running water through it to try and cool down the water to cool his PC. And I was like, well, if he can do that, then I could absolutely give this a shot. So I set to designing my own swamp cooler. Basically, I've got I don't know, you could probably see it in the upper one. Basically, I've got a basin right here. You can see it over here. I did have to seal this because my printer is absolutely not sealing very well or making things watertight. Then I built the lid here. I call it the lid, and this is where I'm going to put the electronics in this box right here. It also needed to be sealed because you can see, this is where right here is where you put the water goes in, and then it spreads it out inside here, and it drips down, and then it will go into these fins, which is going to hook onto the lid here. And when you hook those onto the lid, then it will drip back into the container here, so the water will be going through here and going down, and this will be separating it. And you can see these are all separating fins. The water actually doesn't supposed to go into the plastic. It is just here to increase the surface area. So we're going to give it a go, and I'm going to try and put this together, but I plan on putting the electronics in this box here. This is just extra. I did have to seal this up because when I did a test and ran some water through here, it did slowly leak into the electronics compartment. So I tried to do some stuff to get. I don't care if it actually leaks out the bottom anywhere, because that's just going to go back into this container. It took me about a little more than a roll of filament total, I think, with all the failures, because printing these fins for separating the water, for cooling off the water, definitely was difficult. Once I got it working, and everything has gone well. As you can see, I'm just going to kind of sort of quick assemble it here. This fan goes into this little guy here. This fan has a Molex connector on it. I'm going to cut that off, and that's where I'm going to actually put some connectors for this project, so I can disconnect it easily if I need to swap out the fan or something like that. And that way also I can use this fan again, because it still has the small connector if I really wanted it for a computer down the road. So basically I'm just kind of quick assembling it here. This stuff goes up all together like that. These things will be hooked into, that was good. These things will be hooked into the back of this. I did have to do a little bit of sanding over here because, my printer is not the greatest in the world. Which way do I have this point? It's the right side. No, this is the wrong side. There we go. As you can see, it just kind of connects on it. They're pretty much the only screws that are in this thing are the screws for the fan mount. And then this will pop in here, and then these will all go, there are 3 sections, they will all go across here. The water will drip down out the back, down there, and the fan will be pulling the air through on this side. I have a little lid here that's going to go over and cover all this stuff up, but I can't do it with that Molex in there, so you shouldn't see any wires. I'm going to use this button as a power switch right here. And then after watching Great Scott, I figured out how I could make a speed controller out of a little piece of PCB, and that way I can control whether this fan is fast or slow without melting things down and stuff like that. So that's part of the plan today. We're going to hope this thing all works, but as you can see, everything did fit together really well. I do plan on gluing this to the base here. The rest of it is pretty much just snap it together and everything should be okay. We will have wires on the outside, but everything else should be sealed up, and hopefully this will go well. And there may be some time lapse here in the next few minutes, but if not, I will definitely come back and let you know whether or not it's actually cooling the air or any of that stuff. Well, somehow I have gotten all the electronics in there. I don't know if you can see that. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever done, but it's all up in there. Hopefully it's going to work. I have not tested it yet. I tested some things as I went. I'm just hoping I totally wired it up right, but you can see that the pump is down in there. Oop, where is it at? There's the pump. It's down in there, and it's wired up. Everything's knotted so things don't pull out. I got the knob on here, the potentiometer for this fan speed, and we got the power button. So we're gonna give it a go, fill it up with water, see what happens. Okay, here it is. Got everything put together, I think. All the wiring's done, everything's good. Got the fan plugged in. This is not attached. This is not attached just yet. I have it full of water. I have the pump in there. I put the tubes in. I got all of my radiation or my evaporator up in there. I'm just gonna have this up here sitting there. Might throw the lid on there just to see if I made enough space for all of this stuff. Throw this lid on there just to see if I made the right space for that. You can see this is the fill hole. I don't know if you can see the water in there or not. Doesn't seem to wanna. There it is. So I should be able to fill it without having to take off the lid and everything. Everything's in there. We're gonna hope and see if this spills water all over the place or if it works or not in a minute. Well, after I fixed a wiring problem, I got it working. Speed controller works and everything. You can probably hear it running in the background. It actually does seem to blow cool air out here. I'm not sure how effective it is, but as you can see, I still have some leaky issues somewhere. Not exactly sure where that's coming from, if it's coming from this whole contraption in here. It's hard to tell. The water is dripping down there all over the place. I think I got a couple of holes right here coming through. So I will have to probably reseal this lid again in certain places. And then I guess that might do it if I seal the sides. Hopefully. Because I don't. Ooh, there's some up front, I think, too. So some coming up front. There we go. Up here. Come on, lid. Come up. Gonna be a pain in the butt now. As you can see, this is still leaking up in here. Alright. That looks like the spot. But I have a drain hole over here. The trick is making sure this is staying dry, which it looks like it is. So that's done there. But alright, so we got some work to do. Again, today we're gonna do a little experiment because I wanted to check something. I was slightly disappointed with all the leaking I had yesterday. So to try and solve that problem, I don't know if you can see the glare on here, but I did coat all the outside edges everywhere with one coat of out here on the outsides where it could leak, one coat of nail polish. I seen somebody do that, and he had some extra nail polish that wasn't being used around here. So I just gave it one good coat, let it dry overnight and everything like that. So we're gonna see how this goes. Should put this button on the right way. In any case, we're gonna give that a shot here in a minute, but I also wanted to run a little test to see exactly whether or not it's doing anything. So I got this out right now. We can see that the temperature of that cardboard box is 72.5-ish. This one right here is roughly 72.5 as well, with no fan on. This is just a regular fan. I just want to see if this contraption will do anything better than just the regular fan. So I've set this up. I got a ruler back here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But basically, this cardboard box is 2 inches from the base of this, so that way I know that they're in the same spot. Got a little piece of wood back here to stop it going backwards. So we're going to give this a go. I'm going to plug in this fan. Where'd my wire go? And we're going to see what happens. Plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. All right, fan's going. Now, when I put this over here on this side, we're still 72.7. I'm sure it'll take a little while. This is 72.5. You know, this way I'm trying to compare as much apples to apples as I can. So I'm going to let this sit here for a little while, and I'll come back and we'll give it another test in about 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm back. It's been sitting here for about 5 minutes. We're going to see what this temperature is over on this side again, just to see if it did anything, give it a chance to cool down the cardboard over there. Still 72.6 or so. And then over here, we're 72.45. So really no change. It's just, you know, you feel the cool air coming out. So I don't know. All right, now I'm going to set this thing up and see if it gets if we have any difference in that. And hopefully we've solved the leaky problem. All right, back in a bit. Okay, she's all set up. She's full of water. It's just regular room temperature or whatever temperature the water coming out of the faucet was. We're set up, same distance. That's set up. We're going to turn her on and see what, you know, 1 leaks, 2. We want to see if it actually cools anything down. All right, so here goes nothing. Turn it on. And there goes the pump. I'm looking for leaks over here. I don't see anything yet, which is good. All right. I see stuff over there. Nothing out the back. We may have solved it a little bit. Oh, no, still a leak, little leak like there. Okay, maybe another coat, but it compared to yesterday, this is way better. All right, so I'm showing 73 degrees over on that cardboard box. This one is still in the same place as it was before. We're going to see what it does over here. Oh, it got hotter. Is that possible? I'm seeing 74 on this side, and I got 73.8 on that side. Air is blowing this way. There is a little leak over here too. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Might have to do this thing. No, the water shouldn't be that high. Oh, that's the leak from there. Okay, 73, 73, 74. Is it possible that it could be hotter coming out that side? That's funny. It feels cool, but you know, that's also the breeze. So anyways, this is interesting. All this work for nothing? Could it be? I don't know if this light has anything to do with anything. Get that up there a little bit. See what happens there. 73.9. Well, in any case, we are leaking a little bit of water. This is doing something, but we'll find out. All right, so we're going to let that run for 5 minutes like the other one and see if there's any difference. Okay, it's been 5 minutes or so. I'm not getting much of a change here. I'm still showing like 72.76, whatever. Over here, it's a little bit cooler. Also, I think I'm not getting a big difference here. Is that like maybe a degree at most? Half a degree. But I also noticed that, oh my goodness, it is 81% humidity in here. So that could be a big factor in this. I'm not sure what else to do. I did find that if I put this up here real close, I do get a bigger difference, like right out the back, what it's doing. We got our 72 point whatever over here. And then if I look at this for a little while, it gets down a little bit more. Now it is that. I might try putting an ice cube or two in there and see what that does, because you know they've said all those ones online say, you know, put some ice in there. So I might give that a go and see if that does anything different. I do have to fix more of the leaks up here. I got some more leaking out the front where the electronics are. Don't see a lot of water inside there. Okay, so I turned the air conditioner down. It's a little bit cooler in here, not much. This board is showing like 69 degrees. I know this thing's saying it's 72. I don't understand how it works, but the board over here is showing about 69 degrees. It could be because there's some airflow. I did put 3 ice cubes in here. I put 2 ice cubes in there, let it sit for a couple of minutes. They started to melt, and then I put in a third one and turned it on there for 5 minutes. So it's been going for about 5 minutes now. Why is that not all the way down? Anyways, so checking this out. I'm getting about 69 degrees on the backside, 69 and a half, somewhere in there. When I come over to this side, we actually get a drop of a couple of degrees. So with a little bit of ice cube, so it kind of does depend, but like I said, the humidity level in here is still 72. This saying 72 room temperature. So between the humidity level and all of that, but actually, you know, just 3 little regular standard ice cubes in there did knock it down. So I guess it could be used now. If I could just control all the leaking, it's something, but it's, you know, I think it's comparable almost to what I've seen on the ones that they have online there. But, you know, it was a project. I just wanted to see if I could do it. Okay, everybody, thank you for watching that. Obviously, it was the next day. I did have some thoughts after I put everything away. Perhaps my design for the evaporation fins there was not correct, or not as efficient as it could be. I have some other ideas. I might redesign some of those and see if I can get the water moving around more, or create more surface area or something like that. See if that helps down the road. I'm not sure if I'm going to pursue this a whole bunch. I am happy with what I did accomplish. I wasn't sure if I could do it, and you know, I'm still learning electronics and all of that stuff. So you know, being able to get it all wired and working and nothing blowing up on me was a big part of it. In any case, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Like I said, if you have any other comments or any ideas that might improve some things, you know, go for it. I think my next project is going to be take the 3D printer apart and see why I'm not getting watertight prints anymore. I know I used to get them on that thing, so you know, something has changed. Not that I maintain it that much. I mean, it's an old printer from 2015 that I have upgraded numerous times. In any case, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.